guest is another beloved Pixar character, in his case of the rodent variety. He has a new game show called The 1% Club. It premieres tomorrow on Prime Video and June 3rd on Fox. Please welcome the next Patton Sajak, Patton Oswalt.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing. Your producer was walking me to the stage, and he said, "Hey, have you ever slept in Slash's basement?" And which is a funny question, but it also sounds like the weirdest sexual slang for something like, "How'd the date go, man?" "Well, I slept in Slash's basement." I'm gonna leave it at that, man.
And have you? No, you haven't?
No, I have not.
Okay,
no.
sorry, Slash.
Damn
He's
it.
never been to your house. Oh,
Never
maybe
been to
tonight. Who knows? Maybe.
I'm free.
Hey, you know what they do? They're doing an Inside Out too. Why not a ratatouille or something?
Obviously, I would love to do a Ratatouille sequel, but I am of the mind of I want to wait till Brad Bird gets an amazing idea for it, and you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
they took their time with the Inside Out sequel. It's amazing. Like, they waited till they had a really fantastic story to tell. They didn't just because. Inside Out was one of my favorite movies.
It's a great movie,
and
yeah.
My daughter especially, we watched it like 6 times every week, and let's go see Inside Out again. And it was such a huge hit, but they didn't rush out. They waited till an amazing story came along. So this sequel is like, oh, good, this was worth waiting for.
I have an idea for it.
Oh, okay, let's hear it.
Ratatouille saves Red Lobster. It's not only is it a great idea, you could save an American institution, you know?
Yeah. So what he gets on like a hedge fund manager's head and is pulling the hairs and stopping him from short selling.
Well, that's for you and Brad to work out.
We'll work
you know,
yeah,
I don't want to get into the details. I'm an umbrella guy, you know.
Okay, yeah. We're just spitballing.
We were also talking about your. I don't know if you heard of the scene in Parks and Rec where you start talking about Star Wars.
That was
Marvel. It's like
that. That scene, I loved Parks and Rec. That show was like a perfect 22-minute short film every week. So when they hired me on it, I'm like, oh my God, I want to do a really good job. And so the scene was supposed to be, I announced I'm going to do this filibuster, and then they cut to Amy's character, Leslie, just going, oh dear God. And then they would just, like, that would be the joke. And then the directors and writers said, let's not yell cut and just see how long he'll talk. And so I kind of panicked, and in my panic, it's this trivia dump, and it's every single thing I know about. And yeah, Amy was right. Some things weirdly came true, some on purpose, some by accident.
It's more than just a trivia dump. It is the look inside of a very lonely boy's brain. It's really, but also incredible. I watched it today. And you're right. So many of the things did come to pass.
At one point, I mentioned the time gem from they had not done Guardians of the Galaxy. When I say time gem, they cut to Chris Pratt. This is way before he did Guardians. Right?
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. Also, Amy has the funniest line in the whole thing when she says, the female part's a little underwritten, which was so exactly what those movies were. And then when the Book of Boba Fett came on Disney Channel, Jon Favreau confirmed this for me, they cut the opening shot to match my filibuster of the hand. You can sync them up time-wise. The hand comes up, pans down from the twin suns, the hand comes out of the sand. You can match it up to my filibuster. They did that on purpose.
That's got to be that's thrilling, right? Has your daughter, Alice, taken on, is she interested in the comic books and the music and this kind of stuff that you love?
I've given her the foundation of things, and some of them she's rejected, and some of them she's really embraced. Movie-wise, although I just showed her Pulp Fiction. She loved Pulp Fiction, thought it was brilliant.
She's 4, by the way.
She's 4. But she really got the time switch stuff. Oh, my God. If I don't give her mashed peas, she's going to go medieval. This movie called The Nice Guys with Ryan Gosling.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah.
Again, why that movie didn't make $200 million, but she's watched it 3 times now, like the best movie. But then music-wise, there's stuff I played for her when she was little. I played her Pixies and David Bowie and the stuff that I liked, and then she has used that as a launch pad for stuff like Phoebe Bridgers and Boy Genius she's obsessed with. But then she'll listen to a band like Bleached, and Bleached will mention Sabbath in one of their songs. I'm like, do you know what that means, Sabbath? She goes, no. I'm like, that's a band. And I played her Black Sabbath's Paranoid, and now she loves Sabbath and Iron Maiden and Zeppelin. So she has a nice, yeah.
You might want to rein it in a little, though. This could backfire. You know, she'll wind up covered in tattoos, and you'll be like, what did I do?
Yeah. Although, one thing, when we drive around, because I love driving around, because she'll play me the music she likes, and she's turned me on to a lot of artists that I didn't know were so
Well, that's nice.
Yeah, like Phoebe Bridgers is amazing lyricist. But there are certain songs, especially when I'm driving around, it's me and her and my wife. My wife loves Zeppelin, like really loves Zeppelin. And Alice loves Zeppelin, but Meredith, my wife Meredith Salinger, like if a Zeppelin song comes on, up and she'll start singing along with it. And so when the Zeppelin song comes on, Alice already promptly goes, no one sing, I just want to listen to the song, please. Like she knows Alice wants it quiet and just go, let me just absorb. Let me absorb this music.
Have you ever hosted a game show before, or is this the first time?
I had never even thought of being a game show host, and they brought me this show. It's a British show. And they sent me all the episodes, and I watched it, and it was fascinating how fun and cool this show was. I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely doing this.
Because I know you did well. You and Ike Barinholtz were like the final 2 on the Jeopardy.
Ike Barinholtz.
Yeah.
Beat me. No. Ike Barinholtz beat me by $1 on Celebrity Jeopardy.
Oh.
$1. And if you don't think that I have gone Inigo Montoya in my head about that someday there's going to be a reckoning for him. Although he's a friggin' genius. They put him on regular Jeopardy and he kicked ass.
He was on regular Jeopardy. Yeah, that's a whole different story there.
Yeah.
So you're hosting this show now, and tell me what the premise of the show is.
The whole premise of the show is it has nothing to do with what you've learned, what information is in your head. It's how your brain works, how you use reasoning and logic. And what that makes the game kind of fascinating, because there are the contestants are the audience. It's 100 contestants. And I talk to them. They have amazing stories about their lives. But there are people on the show that are PhD in nanotechnology, and they're getting smoked by someone who's like, oh, I'm just working as a barista, and I don't really know what I want to do. But they can put together the logic of the questions, because it's just about how do you listen and how can you put things together.
You can figure it out.
You can figure it out.
I like that.
And some of the questions are, I mean, again, they get harder and harder. It's called 1% because we start off with the 90% question that 90% of Americans polled got right. So those are pretty easy. And you work all the way up to the 1% question. And there are people that just like, I'm listening to the questions and I'm getting it right. It's amazing to watch it happen.
It sounds fun.
Yeah. So,
and the show is it premieres tomorrow.
Tomorrow on
Interestingly,
Amazon Prime.
on Prime Video, and on June 3rd on Fox.
It's that good, Jimmy.
Here's what I recommend.
It is that good.
Watch it tomorrow on Prime Video, and then gather your family on June 3rd and blow their minds.
Oh my God,
blow their minds.
Wait, I wonder if there are, because the sports books could make a fortune on this in Vegas.
Oh, yeah. You know what? Edit that out. We're gonna.
No.
Well, we got to make some money first. Patton Oswalt, everybody.
We'll be right back.